Welcome to the show.
That was different.
Yeah,
Hey,
we got
everyone.
applause before we even started.
Anyway,
Oh,
He's
we
a
get sound effects
soundboard.
today. All right.
All right. Simon got a soundboard for Christmas.
apparently there's a soundboard in this thing now, so that's great.
Oh,
We
great!
didn't hear any
We
of that.
need it.
That's the crazy thing.
Sorry?
I didn't hear any of that. I didn't hear the soundboard. I didn't hear any of it.
You know,
No, there's
they
some audio.
must have done an update. They must have done some sort of update because it was weird. Like, did you get kicked out when you first tried to sign in, Matthew?
Yes, I did.
So we all did. And then before, like, I could hear you talking backstage, but nobody else could. And now you didn't hear that, but we all heard it. They messed something up.
It's also possible it's something with my laptop. So anyway, yes, Merry Humpday, Lane Hogan.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
It's
And happy Festivus for those of us who celebrated it yesterday.
Yeah.
And Festivus Eve.
Everyone had the sound effects, right?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Matt didn't. Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's weird.
What do we have? What do we have? Boxing Day? Is that coming up too? That's
Boxing Day is 26th, right?
Yeah.
And the 12 days of Christmas starts either Christmas Day or the day after. I forget which of the two it is. But it'll be 12 days.
Apparently, I have some other.
Yeah.
I am so upset that I can't hear what's going on right now. This is so.
Wait. Did you just play something? Because I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear that.
Hang on.
No.
How's this work?
It's an audio thing.
Hang on a minute. Let's try.
Oh, that I heard.
I see. There's like a preview on my side, and then
I hear the scream.
Matt, if you want to refresh your browser and come back in if you want. Maybe that'll fix
All
it.
right, I'll try that.
Not that it makes that much.
Well, he's missing out on all the screams.
I know,
right?
Yeah, I heard the boo. Train whistle.
It's Polar Express.
Is this a cognitive test? Is that why you're doing this? To see if we know what these things are? Running water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's meant to be a fountain, but I'm concerned.
All right, he's back. Let's see if he can hear.
Hang on. Let's see if he gets this one.
Sirens.
No.
Oh, man. You must have the sound filter on. Yeah.
Are you using? Sorry, wait. Well, what's it called? Oh no, I've got what the browser Mac's called just suddenly.
The Safari?
Oh no! I'm on a Windows PC today. That's the problem. You know, I probably I don't want to derail this any further than we already have. But I bet if I logged in with Chrome. No, I'm using Firefox. That might be the problem. I bet if I logged in with Chrome, that would solve it because I normally log in and do this in Chrome. So
yeah, Safari's fine. I'm in Safari without. Actually, no, I'm in Edge on Mac.
I'm in Edge too.
Heathen.
Except
That's
my
Edge.
My Edge still won't let me pop up.
Well, Edge is just Chrome
for some reason. Yeah,
it's Chrome, but worse. It's like let's take Chrome, let's make it 20% worse, slap a big blue E on it, so everyone that wouldn't quit using Internet Explorer will use it, and now we've got a new browser. Like, why would you voluntarily use Edge?
It was the only way to get the Copilot.
It was a requirement by his job.
Yeah.
Okay. Dog fooding. I got you.
Doesn't matter.
I got you.
Anyway, do we do introductions yet or not? Should we do introductions?
Yes, it does matter. I judge people by their browser choice. You know, it's like
I use all of them. So yeah.
At least it's not Opera GX. That's what I'll go with. At least it's not Opera GX.
Okay.
It's
I'm
Netscape.
not Opera
I'm still running a branch in Netscape.
Right.
Right.
Nice.
No. Sure. Right. Let's do introductions. My name's Simon Lutz, Flutter community leader, CJ Dev Angels London, and you can follow me on Twitter and other places under @DevAngelsLondon. Randall.
I'm Randall Schwartz. I am a Dart and Flutter Google developer expert. For this show, I'm also the question magician, which means I pay attention to the chat, see when people put Q colon in front of a statement, and if so, I measure it as I flag it, for us, the panel, to be answered in the sequence that we see them. Unless you repeat the question, you lose your place in line, so don't do that. So we ask it just once. We've seen it, we're flagging it. Yep.
And Danielle's not with us today, but John, you're here.
Yeah. So John Wizzy, I manage the Flutter Community Medium. I need to change my title there, apparently, Simon.
Oops.
Now doing freelance and stuff like that. But I sit around and answer questions in places like Discord and other places, and been working with Flutter for a long, long time. And Randall forgot to mention, but if you want to share a URL, you can't. If you share a URL in your question, we can't see it. You're the only one that sees it. So don't put URLs in your questions.
Yep.
You can do this though. You can choose to head over to just.new, pop in a title description, say whatever .dart as your file name. You'll get the syntax highlighting of your Dart code, and you can share it with us. Just you need to copy, like, as 0.6 shows. Don't copy the whole URL, just the hash, just the MB of the URL, and we can look it up based on that. And Matthew, please introduce yourself. Semi-regular Matthew.
Yeah. Semi-regular Matthew. Yep. Hey, I'm Matthew. I'm a senior mobile developer for a large bank, but my big thing that I'm excited about is I have a YouTube channel. So look up @Makerinator, and I make silly stuff out of Dart and Flutter and embedded stuff. And yeah, already looking forward to the next project. So keep an eye on that, and more cool stuff will be coming down the pipe.
Cool.
We weren't sure what we were going to do today, but last minute it came together. So I thought I'd throw together that overlay in some AI. I think he did a pretty good job. I just gave him the original Humpday one of this and went, make it Christmassy. And went, Rink.
Wow. Really?
That is really good.
Yeah, it did really good.
Is this?
Yeah,
this.
nailed it.
Didn't misspell anything.
Yeah. I wear both.
Well, if you look at the background, you can kind of see some weird kind of like bulbous tree things on the left.
Yeah.
With stuff on it. I have no idea, but yeah, it works. It kind of goes into the theme.
Yeah, we got presents.
Yep. Oh, but they're in the original.
Hats and all the dashes, the
bulbous trees are in the original, so it didn't change anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I missed that completely.
It just decorated them.
Wow.
Huh. It is so impressive.
It's
interesting how far we've come. Yeah.
How did we do this before AI? I've forgotten already.
You got a designer who knew how to do something in Photoshop. Yeah.
I remember trying to learn Photoshop and Illustrator. I remember trying to learn how to do those. My individual brain doesn't do with those.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like I've learned a lot of those suites, and I think like anything of these things, there's so many buttons and settings and knobs and options and actions that like an IDE is complicated. All these different bits of like software is so complicated, but I think it's a case of using them for a long time, right? Like you learn all the ways and you learn all the tricks and essentially like the steps that you have to do a certain action or certain thing you want to do.
Yeah, every time you find something new you want to do, you learn a new feature. Yeah,
it's interesting because you would just try. I remember just trying things out in image editors, right, until I got what I wanted, and that's the way you do it, right? Like I think nowadays you've got so many great things with YouTube, like showing you like all the tips about how to do all these various things. You can like almost like learn just by watching like these YouTube videos how to use these suites.
You can almost learn Rive in a week.
Yeah, I suppose they also have like big knowledge bases now and like help guides and things like that actually do. I suppose if you've got those, here's another interesting thing I haven't tried yet. I haven't been in a position to try yet. I know someone you can take a corpus of documentation, give it to an AI bot, and then you can say, like, now I want to say, how do I do this? And it will just, here's how you do it with this. or
Notebook LM is good for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love Notebook LM so much.
And
I just get
now
all my
you
data sheets, dump them in Notebook LM, and go ahead, Randall.
Now you can include a Notebook LM or multiple Notebook LMs in a Gemini chat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you put all your reference docs in one or more Notebook LMs, and then you bring in the ones that you need for the project into a Gemini chat. It's so cool.
Well, and
what's
what's interesting too is, I won't say which one, but you can probably guess, one of the big players in the AI space is extending that whole concept, right? With being able to say, hey, I have Photoshop open, how do I do X?
Yeah.
And it's using that corpus of knowledge to know the steps, but then taking it further and actually highlighting on your screen in the app the places that you need to click and what you need to do.
The other thing, and then the next step
so
of that
whole tutorial is
click them for me.
It's so cool.
Well, and that is kind of the direction, right? Is not only show me how to do it, but just do it while you're showing me, and then I can follow along.
I'm waiting for those bits where it's like, I got to the screen, but the option doesn't exist.
there is that.
That's the problem.
That's the problem you have, right? Because it's being trained on software and information, but what happens when Photoshop changes their ribbon?
Well, that's when I think that's the case of like MCP, right? Like that's when I suspect.
That's what I was about to ask. Is there a Photoshop MCP? Because if there's a Photoshop MCP, you could just have AI do it.
Yeah, what I think we'd be seeing is that software just releases with an MCP built in, so that it can be plugged into anything.
Yeah,
right? Like, I can see that being like a primary thing that's going to take place.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially as they get smarter.
Someone wrote an MCP for DaVinci Resolve, and I still haven't gotten around to it, but I want to set up AI to be able to manipulate DaVinci Resolve for me. Because if you take Claude Desktop, you can connect it to an MCP. And so I could hypothetically control DaVinci Resolve using Claude MCP and just have AI edit my videos for me. So
got some ideas there.
How far?
Interesting.
How different would Photoshop be? I mean,
yeah.
I already have the DaVinci Resolve manual in one of my Notebook LMs. That works really nice because the manual is huge, and it's nice to just go, is there a way to XYZ? And it goes, oh, it's on page 47. It's this. Yep.
Nice.
Very cool stuff. Yep. We're getting spoiled. We've got a couple of questions already if you want to start.
What would be really funny
and then we're gonna have a quiz in a bit. So those viewing, now get your Flutter hats on. We'll be doing a quiz, and then we've also got we'll do some live coding as well. We'll do something, I'm sure.
If we had planned that out, Matthew, we would have had like a second border with it like slowly going down that Simon could switch it out like every couple of minutes as you were licking on the candy cane, and would just keep going down.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
And then the candy cane. I'm sorry, Simon. I feel like the intellectual quality of this show has dropped significantly since you started letting me come on occasionally. It's like
a holiday. It's a holiday. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm wearing the big one here. This is just really
this one.
I got that one. I got take a big bite out of it.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
What we do?
Merry Christmas, everyone. Right.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy appropriate
holidays.
Yeah. Be inclusive. All right. So we have a question. Shall I go with it or not?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So Shri says, any suggestions for a form package that's type safe and supports granular updates using signals? Not using signals yet. So all the form packages I've seen are more. I've seen some using FP Dart. I've seen some using.
Do any of them use like value notifier or any like the basic things? Because if any of them use like the built-in principles, then you could wrap them and use signals, right?
Yeah, of course.
You could. Yeah, sure.
If he's using if any of these using future streams or value notifiers or that kind of thing, then you can just like convert them into signals and use them.
Yeah, definitely cool. And but I don't know anything like immediately. That's Signals is still too new. It's going to start being more and more of the ecosystem as people start doing more and more with it. And I appreciate that it's being rolled out carefully, and Rhodey's done a really, really good job at not putting everything, including the kitchen sink, in it. It's still a very tight, easy to understand package that can be described in an afternoon, unlike Riverpod that takes about a week. So I'm not kidding about this.
I'm doing sound effects. Sorry, Matt.
Here thing. I'm just like blissfully unaware over here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna hop back in with Chrome. We'll see if it works. That'll be my last test. I'll be right back, guys. All right, be right back. Keep calm.
Yes,
Yep.
Yes, right.
As long as it's not on the database, don't hit delete. All right.
Yeah, and there's a follow-up question, actually. Let's do this here.
Oh.
I want a suggestion to add more features to this type safe form for Flutter. Well, they're type safe.
Okay, I mean,
by default. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we need a little bit more.
Yeah, you can actually extend what's it called, form widget or form state, whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, and he's asked a question earlier too. It's kind of all related to the same thing. I'm creating one which also supports the value notifier as signals also. If you support value notifier, it automatically supports signals. You could just say .signal the value notifier, or you can go the other direction and the signal already is a value notifier.
Sorry, so I think I misunderstood his original. I think so he's saying he's creating a forms package, a typesafe forms package.
It's hard to tell. It's.
I think I know what it was. Simon, trigger a noise. Trigger something. I think I know what it was.
Okay, so trigger something. Hang on. Where's the button? I lost it.
Yep. Okay. I am in Chrome, but it didn't have anything to do with that at all. My laptop has an AI noise reduction filter on conference calls. So my AI noise reduction filter was filtering out all the sound
that background.
All I could hear was the blissful silence. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got it.
Okay.
Someone can put a soundboard. We're all. Let me turn that back on real quick.
I have the same possibility of incoming filtering, and I don't have that turned on. I have outgoing filtering turned on so that you're not hearing the noise in my fan that's sitting right here and a couple of other things. So I've been using that for...
Wait. So coming back to his question just briefly. So is it any... So it's more about like is his... I'm assuming that she's creating a type safe forms package and basically saying, is there anything that we would want it to support? And that's what I'm getting from the next point of his question, which was this one here. I feel like it's asking us for suggestions, if that makes sense. I mean, let's be honest. There is those things inside of the current form system which are a bit sort of like not great to use. It's definitely. I think John's had his fun times with lots of forms with his apps. And you got the Form Z, isn't it called? There's a package called Form Z or something, isn't there? Like there's other ones that are like this, that kind of help.
There's more question here. I need to make sure external changes react to the form controller. I need to sync all the form fields. Why a post frame callback? If you're reaching for that, you're probably doing something wrong.
If you're trying to do set state during build, you can just use schedule microtask. Now it happen in the same loop. Maybe scheduled microtask and async run at the end of the synchronous, and then the frame will be rendered, and then you get your post frame callbacks.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you set a value notifier or a signal, it does the scheduling for the equivalent of set state. You don't have to do that yourself.
If he's got it hooked up to something, he's not doing it himself, right? I mean,
value notifier has to be inside a value notifier watch.
something else, like I think we've spoken about this before, but something else is that you don't even need to use like stateless widget and stateful widget. You don't have to use set state to do all this stuff. Like you can make your own element. You can do this, and in some ways that might be a better approach to doing certain things, for sure. It does seem to be like we've kind of made our way into this kind of world where everything is stateless widget and everything's stateful widget, right? Like, yes, you have your like render objects on top of that, but everything's combined from those. And we can have whatever we want on top of that.
Yeah.
It's Formsy, John. Formsy.
Yep.
Oh, did I put? Oh, I missed the R. Yeah.
Formsy.
Formsy.
Hey.
Not Formsy. Formsy.
I was wondering when someone was going to go there. I was like, it's not going to be this time.
It's a short path for me. I go there quickly. That's how I am.
Now, if we only had a sound for like hitting the jukebox,
Yeah, where's my boom my rim shot? I need a rim shot.
Yeah, there's got to be a bit of on there. If there's not, you need to add one.
Yeah. No. Well, that's a sort of a build-up thing. That's a magic trick thing.
Yeah, I think that's all I've got in that. Right? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull out my soundboard next week, so that'll be fun. Maybe not next week. Next week's New Year's Eve, so it might be a little trickier.
My soundboard is nothing but fart noises, just so everyone's aware.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go on. Carry on.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, so we don't have any questions in the queue now again, so we're gonna have to just check.
We have one more, didn't we? Or is that an old one?
Oh,
the Jasper one?
It's all the Jasper one was from yesterday, or from last week.
Okay. Okay. Because it's showing up for me. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I deleted it. I turned it off.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I put the Form Z in there as one option. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it is listing out what the requirements are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but one field another. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it's like that's not a bad thing to actually have in a form. To be honest, like some form package, it is something that's missing. I think.
Yeah.
It's quite often when you have like a drop down, where you make a selection from a drop down, it changes a set of fields, or.
And that's what he's talking about. It sounds like.
To be honest, like you normally be doing that using like the value notifier system, right? So you get notified, and based on that value, you rebuild your UI a different way.
There are ways shown in the signals documentation of how to have two objects depend on each other but not get into a circular loop. They actually show that in the documentation.
Yep.
So you can check that out about how to depend on something but not get into a loop about it. So yeah, that
might take care of it, because you could have the second one that needs to know the value of the first one could just be null until it gets a value.
Yep. We just had another nearby quake. Let me see what's dangerous yet.
Basically, what you're saying is, if we lose you, it's because an earthquake happened.
No, if you lose me, it's because the wind blew down the power lines. So that's also happening too. We've got all sorts of fire and brimstone.
Just going crazy there. Yeah.
See, this is why I would prank everyone and start shaking my camera. And
where's my video filter?
No, we all got to do the Star Trek.
Yeah. We have to coordinate it so we're all going the same direction,
right?
Yeah.
You guys have just had all kinds of weather out there, Randall. Like my son's girlfriend's out. She's from Portland area, and she said, it was just like when she got home for break, it was just nonstop rain for like a week.
Yeah, and
that just feels like standard Portland weather, doesn't it? Am I missing something?
No, not to the intensity it's been. We've got high peaking, almost flood level on the Willamette, which is really scary because there's so many things that get affected by that. There's a lot of low property that's near it, so pretty scary stuff. and the wind doesn't help either. And 60 to 80 mile an hour gusts today, apparently. So that's enough to shake loose a lot of loose stuff in the trees.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a little scary. So Cherie continues to ask us a 17-part question. Why I'm creating a form package with ID and values and lazy validation and supporting async validations for better handling. Again, I think if you think of this as the form is an interface to objects that know how they relate to each other, it'll make it simpler. I think you're trying to do is put an indirect layer in the middle, and that's difficult to design because that's an abstraction. You can't build an abstraction until you build at least 3 concrete versions. So I don't overclutter it yet. The form on chain should immediately talk to a signal that can be a computed or whatever, so that it can drive other things to happen. So yeah, just stick within the signal paradigm, except for the actual UI display. That would be my high recommendation. Okay.
It's interesting. I mean, like with all these things, I think you need to be careful that you're building something that actually people want to use. Like, you don't want to be like building out all these features now to support that no one's going to use, right? So be sure that you're thinking about what you want. Build a package that you want, and then the rest will happen.
Yeah, and Forgive God's got it right here too. So just use a computed signal to express the field's invalid or valid state, right? So that way the computed can be of the source of truth signal, and then it can drive a bool that decides whether it's valid or not. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Did any of you see my little tweet that I sent out just yesterday about software bloat?
No.
I try to avoid Twitter, so no, I haven't.
So yeah, no, there was just I found that there was an article that came out on the Register. It's a popular tech news site here in the UK. Anyway, and it was talking about how much memory and disk space we now use on software, and now that memory is really expensive. It's kind of interesting that maybe now's the time we all start tightening our belts up in terms of software development, right?
Yeah,
it's not wrong. I mean, it's crazy how much disk space and RAM software utilizes, right? In not a huge gain in functionality. I mean, you consider I'm going to take this back to somewhere I know, which is like the Windows of old. Like John, I mean, you could fit I remember Visual Basic 3 IDE fitting on the floppy disk, right? 1.5 meg. Functionality wise, same button, same screen, same checkboxes. There's no functional difference there. You can talk about pretty graphics, but they aren't in the apps. They're part of the operating system or whatever. I look at that. I remember when Vista came out, and there was suddenly all this memory got used up because of all the effects and all the graphics and double buffering and everything else, and people going mental about that.
Yeah.
Then there was
not just
I remember and I remember 100 meg internal drives on a laptop were considered beefy.
Right.
And now I have a terabyte and it's always 98% full. I can't remember.
I look at the way Mac utilizes disk space the other day. I was running out of disk space on the machine, and I'm like, how? It's got 256 gigabyte solid state disk, and it's I don't know, 60 gigs used by the operating system. I'm like, what the hell does the operating system need 60 gig for in any shape, way, or form? I mean, what?
It's all the languages you can turn on. If you can turn on one of 72 languages, it has to have copies of all that. So
This is actually something I was thinking about the other day, though, because I have been kicking around buying a Commodore 64 Ultimate for no good reason. But because when I was a kid, like that's how I learned the program was Commodore Basic. And I was thinking about like, if we put the effort into optimization that you didn't have a choice to do, you had to do it with old hardware. If we put that level of effort into optimization, but for today's hardware, what could we accomplish? I feel like we leave so much performance on the table, maybe not so much in the gaming space. I feel like they're still trying to squeak out every frame they can, but like what could we accomplish?
A lot of that's to just the way that, what games are now compared to what they used to be, right? They're completely different.
Sure.
When it comes to normal like, desktop software, I mean, it does still shock me, like all these cross-platform ones, and they're going, okay, let's just ship Chrome with every app that we built because, and I'm like, have one like the DLLs, like dynamic link libraries, existed for that exact reason of ship your code, your library code once, and then every app can use it. We only have one copy in memory. Every app is read-only, so every app can like map it in, and it's all good. Memory saved. It was such a performance like win, and suddenly Android apps actually had this support originally. So there's actually a way that you in your manifest you declare a library that you require a library to be installed. And then that can be on the App Store. That's how it originally worked, and that kind of went the way of the dinosaur as well. And I just feel like now we're kind of getting to that situation where it's like surely in that what is the Ionic? Is it no? What's the package that does Chrome like cross-platform?
Ionic.
Ionic.
Is it Ionic or something?
It's Ionic.
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 Oh, Electron, or is it Electron?
Electron as well, right?
Yeah.
But in those situations, there should be an Electron like library that the app downloads and then stores once for all the other apps to use. I understand the whole sandbox thing, right? But you could actually have Electron be its own like installation. Like, to install this app, Electron needs to be installed. It just does it all as part of the installation or something, And therefore, you've only got one copy. Or it goes, you've already got Chrome installed. Don't worry, I'll use some of the Chrome stuff you've already got built in, something.
That's actually Smalltalk got right, because Smalltalk only had one image, but you could load multiple packages into it and they could depend on each other. But it was always only one instance memory, obviously.
And I'm going to link this background to Flutter now, because as we all know,
the
Flutter engine is shipped in every Flutter app, right? They do make sure. Now, it's really considered, because I think I tried to get something added to the engine. They're like, no, they'll increase the size by a few kilobytes or whatever, and that's not good enough. Like, we're trying to reduce it, not make it bigger, or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. And at the time, I think it was 4.5 meg for the ARM engine binary. I think it's gone up, and obviously depending on what platform you're on, if you debug symbols or not, it's different sizes. But still, in the realm of, let's say, 8 meg uncompressed, I still not a huge amount compared to like shipping Electron apps or Ionic apps with like literally I think their minimum apps are like 500 meg or something stupid. Like it is like you've got to ship entirety like the Chrome binary is like 200 meg, right? I think a lot of the time also that people, I don't actually know how if Chrome, the way Chrome launches, right? But something that operators have had is called a thing called COW, copy on write. It's a type of memory paging that basically means that you only load it once. So let's say you've got 5 instances of Chrome running. So each tab you've got running normally is an instance of Chrome now. In case the JavaScript crashes the tab, it only crashes the tab, not the whole browser, which is what it used to do. Each one of those instances of Chrome should, in theory, be consuming the exact amount of memory the same. Like they're not consuming double copies of it. It should be once. I don't know if they do this, but the way it should be done is one instance of Chrome, let's say 200 meg of memory for that Chrome binary, and then the rest of the process, when they fork the process, they do with copy on write pages, and that way those pages are just read from that original. They're not duplicated anywhere. I think they actually duplicate them, considering the amount of memory Chrome uses in terms of RAM, right? And I think that's the same thing we could say with a lot of other stuff now, that you now get this multi-process kind of programs, and then they don't use memory efficiently.
It's kind of crazy though. To your point though, it's kind of crazy because if I've got Discord running, I've got Cursor running, I've got Claude Desktop running, and I've got a copy of Chrome open. I now have Chrome open 4 times on my single computer, which is insane.
They may have like 4 or 5 like cursor processes because they're each running in isolated stuff, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if I'm running anti-gravity and VS Code at the same time, then I've got 2 copies of VS Code running.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad joke. Instead of Attack of the Clones, it's Attack of the Chromes. Get it?
Which rim
Hang on. Where's the button?
Oh no! That's perfect. Actually, that's perfect.
It was either that one or the gong, one of the two. Yeah. 2 choices. Yeah.
But I think I wonder if there's actually, because you can hash binaries, right? Like the operating system can know the hash of the executable it's loading into memory. This shouldn't be like an optimization that operating system can do and say, okay, load this as copy and write because it's the same. I don't think there's anything automated that does that. I don't know off the top of my head. It's changed a lot since I last looked at the internals, but I feel like there's so much we could. I think software's wonderful, first of all, but more about the point that we talk about this, and I think it's a far cry. You've got app development, you've got mobile, you've got sound development, you've got video codecs. Software covers so many gamuts, not just like operating system stuff. It's huge, it's a huge thing. And I think it's quite funny. I think all of us take our operating systems for granted. Like it just works in front of us, right? And when it doesn't work, we're all angry, like But it's so complicated. It's so magical the way it works. Yeah. So I'm definitely an OS fan, should we say?
What's interesting to me though is like just because on the topic of software bloat, like on this exact same piece of hardware that I'm running right now, this laptop, this exact same piece of hardware, nothing changes at all. If I boot into Ubuntu, it is so much faster than when I boot into Windows. Like it is insane how much faster it is when I boot into Ubuntu desktop.
I think I would like so this is the interesting thing you say there, right? Now I think this is what comes back to this what I was saying about bloat in modern software, right? Because it's all about the layers, right? It's all about how many abstraction layers you're going through for anything, right? It's one of the reasons why doing something in a browser is going to be slower than doing it natively, right? You've just got that extra layer of interpretation, loading, download, whatever it is. Like, there's a whole like new essentially engine running on top of the previous layer that's running on another layer, that's running on top of another layer, all the way down the stack. When we write software, there's like a 10 dozen different ways of doing the same thing, right? And there's ways that are more optimal for memory, there's ways that are more optimal for CPUs, there's ways that that definitely not optimal. There's 10 dozen ways of not doing optimal that just hack it together and make it work. And I think that coming back to this, there's this aspect now of how fast development is and how much we rely on the layers of abstraction that we just don't care anymore about that, right? As a software, we have to get out the door as quickly as possible. It has to be, these concepts are very high level that we deal with. Like there's so many more complex things that are going on under the hood that, back in the day when you had a Commodore 64 and it was only your software running the machine, you had full control of the hardware. That was a completely different beast, right? You did whatever you needed to do. You didn't have to worry about anything else. You could take and get every ounce of goodness out of every megahertz of that processor, right? Every kilohertz,
let's be honest. It was a simpler world back then, right? We didn't have to worry about, I'm serious. It was.
Bits.
But that's what I'm trying to say about layers of abstraction.
That's all you need.
You are directly with the hardware. That's what I'm saying, right? So you're one-to-one. So there's nothing in between. It's the same. If you do embedded work now, it's exactly the same. So if you've got some sort of like embedded micro or something, right? That is the same thing. You can write the software directly for the hardware, and only your code is running. And it's a completely different. It's wonderful to do. It really is. Completely different way about thinking about things. Definitely worth learning as a software engineer.
Yeah.
It's part of why I like embedded so much. I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but it's such a fun area because you get closer to the hardware and you get to learn new stuff.
I wonder if we can make Flutter run on a Commodore 64.
You could, if you would actually like. I'm not joking. It's actually with the cartridge / user port at the back.
I think we could.
Have to have an external CPU, right? Like, but you can have it like essentially be the interface and be everything else. But yeah, I mean, you've not just got enough speed there to. Yeah.
Here's a question though: could we recreate a Commodore 64 inside of Dart and Flutter? Like, could we write a Commodore emulator?
I've done that for arcade machines and for Spectrum. I don't see the reason why the Commodore 64 couldn't be possible.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I actually have the 6502 processor in Dart code somewhere or other, I think.
Yeah, I think you do, because I remember us talking about it and looking through
I
it.
did the Z80. I think I might have done the 6502. I feel like I have. I actually had a poster of the 6502 circuit diagram of the processor. Like a big A0 poster. It's brilliant.
That might be the nerdiest thing you've ever said to me, Simon. That might be the nerdiest thing you've ever said to me, Simon. And I love it. It's
dude, if you ever look into it, it's super interesting because it was hand drawn. Like back then, they would have these big drafting boards, and like hand draw everything, right? Then they photograph it and scale that photograph down to get it to a certain point, and then they use lenses to project it onto the chip, right? Surface. But to actually see that kind of like hand done, as it were, is quite quite amazing. Like 7,000, I think it was about 7,000 transistors.
One of my contracts for Intel was working on the as sysadmin for the group that was engineering the 8960 chip, which was very popular back in the day, and was their most complex thing they'd ever done. It was actually only slightly, it had a few more transistors than the largest Intel chip that they've already built up to. I forget what model that was at the time, but for Christmas they gave us all or maybe at the end of the project, I forget what it was, but they gave us all a giant wall picture that was the actual chip layout, which is really cool. So, really amazing stuff. Then thousands and millions of transistors in those things still. Yep.
Johan says, long live the 555 timer. Yes. Yes. I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah. I got the Commodore 64 Ultimate. It arrived 2 days ago.
Oh, did it? Nice.
And it is. I got the what's the one? It's the one that lights
Starlight.
up.
Starlight.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a normal one anyway, so I was like, I don't need like another one. Like, I'm gonna get something a bit snazzy, dude. It has a speaker inside it that makes disc loading sounds when you're loading stuff. Like it makes the exact thing. So when it seeks, it actually makes the seeking sound. When it doesn't, like, it brought back so many memories to hear those sounds again. I kid you not.
Tell them about the tape drive. Tell them about the tape drive.
Oh yeah, so it comes with a cassette tape, right? There's actually a USB. It kind of folds open. There's a USB connector, so you can like load the games off the USB. So, but it's so funny because it's like named the second tape you'll ever own, because the first Commodore came with one called the first tape or something like that. Yeah, but it is really nice. It's got all the original like ports on it, so all the original hardware still works with it.
Yep.
Which is really cool. I had to go get myself another joystick because I haven't had one of those joysticks in I don't know how long. Dude, the ones they offer on their website are really good. Like quality wise, like you bash those things around, right? Like you forget when you're sort of moving around those map tracks.
Or playing all the summer games, winter games, all those games where it's back and forth, jamming on the buttons as fast as you can. Yeah.
It's like do you remember those arcade machines that absolutely took a beating?
Yeah.
Like those buttons, those light up buttons. I'm surprised a lot of them still, Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like often you had like broken machines. Like they really made them well.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could go back in time and pick any career, it probably would be like arcade machine repairman. Like, I think that would be fun,
Did you get to test them?
Yep. Yeah, exactly, precisely. Because you repair them, and then you got to make sure that they work, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
I saw a guy do a restoration on the Journey arcade machine. Yeah, there was one, and at the end it plays "Don't Stop Believin'" from a cassette tape, and it was like it blew my mind. And he replaced the cassette tape with an MP3 player because the cassette was getting worn, and he wanted to keep it in better condition. So okay, I'm with you there. But it was the coolest thing, and I'm like, man, how cool would it have been to be like the guy that goes in? It's like, well, I fixed your Journey machine like 2 hours ago, but I put it in free play because I have to test this thing and make sure that all the levels work right. There's this chip over here.
I was heavily reminded the other day of my Flutter Festival, Flutter Vikings talk, where I made the port of an Amiga game. I just literally dropped out of my head. Anyway, and I spent, I think, the last 10 minutes of the talk just playing the game.
Was it that game? Oh, shoot. I know what you're talking about.
Speedrunners, whatever. No.
No. It's one where the tentacle comes out and kills you if you don't immediately start walking, I think, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I don't know, can't believe that it's just dropped off my head right now. It's been so long on that thing.
You can get
another world.
$50 off right now if anybody wants to buy one.
Yeah. So if you're interested in the Commodore 64, by the way, it comes with a great manual showing you how to program the machine basic. All the original stuff still works. You can overclock it up to I can't remember how many megahertz it is, something stupid. There's a ton of stuff you can do with it, and I haven't looked. It has 2 ZIF ports on the inside. I noticed for SID chips. So although it emulates the SID chips, if you want to put original SID chips in, that's another one. So,
wow.
But, yeah, no.
I know this isn't. I know this isn't the AI show, but there was a couple of cool things that dropped in Gemini in the last couple of weeks, and I'm wondering
if anybody had. We're not going to have an AI show till the new year, are we? So.
Yeah. So, but I was just thinking, one of the first off, I played a lot with Gemini 3 Flash, and it's amazingly better than 2.5 Pro for coding. So I've got a great time doing that. Oh, we lost Simon. I guess he's gone for a while.
He's got to go write a Commodore 64 emulator.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Speaking of AI, he's writing the prompt right now. Then he's going to come back. Look what I did, guys.
I'm freezing.
Gemini 3 Flash is really good, but also one of the things they dropped is a new tool into the web, and I believe it's also one of the mobiles of Gemini app, and that's a visual layout. And it's going to really change the way I learn things, because I played with it with signals. Let me pull up my first. Actually, I can just do this. Let me share this screen here. We'll get back to there. There we go. Share. Then Simon can figure out how to push it up. Let's see here. Share screen. Share a Microsoft Edge tab, which is going to be
Edge.
Oh yeah, I know, right? But it's here. Okay, great.
You're killing us here. You're killing us slowly right now.
Is it sharing? Is it working?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the new thing now. It's tools, visual layout. And now the question will be generated as a series of infographics and choices and detailed stuff. And here's the prompt I used with it. Oops, not that.
That's not a prompt.
That's somebody's password.
I thought it was a part number.
Quick, everyone. Try Randall's bank account.
It's the ID of a very evil person who just spammed every group on the Slack. So he is deleted. He is out of there. Anyway, so I gave it this prompt yesterday, and I've got the full thing done already, so I can switch to it like Julia Child and baking something. We go right to the baked thing. But this is the prompt I had. So give me an introduction to Dart Flutter's signals and signals flutter and signals hook packages. And again, you got to select visual layout. I believe it's rolled out in the US. I don't know if it's how far it's rolled out, but it should be rolled out to people if you're eligible for it. But watch how fast it does this. So I'm using the fast model too, but it doesn't take long.
It's really going to be funny, Randall, but it uses your own YouTube video as a source.
That would be incredible.
That'd be great. I bet it does. I have to go check sources later. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But it takes about 20 to 30 seconds per round, and then it gives you options for where to go further as buttons at the bottom, which is really cool. So here we go. See, look at that. Nice graphics, and look, it made a tabbed section here. So we've got the 3 different categories, and it's got here's the comparison between the watch pattern, signal builder, signal hooks. Exactly, and look how fast it did that, and look at all these.
Oh, look at that! Look at that first video.
But here, so it gives this thing. So we got explore further, and we've got 3 choices. Now, what's great is this stays in the chat, so that I can go back and do the second one and third one as well, as long as they don't hit the same thing twice, because that's kind of a waste of time. But they'll just to give you a showing thing, and let's go signals versus RiverPod. And again, it's going to take about 20 to 30 seconds, but the quality of the graphics, the way the paragraphs read, this is definitely, I think, a game changer for learning things, because there's lots of graphics and visuals and lots of correlations of things, and yet there's enough text to keep me happy. So anyway, that's visual. Yeah, so choosing your state logic. So core philosophies compared. This is really nice. Look at this is just amazing. I wish I had this kind of a toy back when I was young. When to choose each. All right. Oh,
there it is again.
Video up pod versus block. And what is the scale of your current policy? How do you prioritize? Oh, it's asking me questions to pick. So to do something further. That's cool. Wow, I hadn't done that before. Anyway, again, how I got to this was on a new page here. It's going to be, hide that real quickly. It's going to be here in tools in its visual layout. So if it's rolled out to you, I suggest playing with it. It's a lot of fun.
I have 2 immediate thoughts looking at that. The first one is, holy smokes, that is cool. Like, that is really flipping cool. As someone who loves learning new stuff, that's 100%. It's like, it's honest, like making me a course about anything on the top of my head.
Yeah.
But then the second thing that pops into my head is that I'm someone like, say, for example, Andrea, who makes such courses and education. Like, you know, like I look at that and I'm like, oh man, that's rough.
This even cuts into my YouTube ability. I mean, what am I going to do a basic YouTube video about when anybody could just go there and get a much better done video than I have, you know? So it's putting us all out of business, I think, not just Andrea.
Hey, Simon. Not to change the subject, but you don't happen to have the manual that came with the Ultimate Handy
I've just posted in the chat.
Through it? Oh, you actually posted the manual. Okay.
It is a chunky manual. It is.
Oh yeah.
How many pages is it? Let's have a look. 273 pages.
Yeah, light reading. Get through it in an hour or so.
You can bring it up. Should I bring it up on the screen?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, this is
it is quite something.
Yeah.
It fits the name Ultimate. It really does. It really does.
Let's see if I can get this. Actually, if I just share the tab rather than the window, hang on. Sorry. We lose all that space. Let's try that.
While Simon's working on this, I'll share a joke from my 10-year-old nephew. Why did the toilet paper cross the road?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll never know.
Sounds ready.
We'll never know. It got stuck in a crack in the middle.
Sound. There's gotta be a sound. No.
Wrong sound. Wrong sound.
Used to be a little crappier.
Yeah. So let's have a quick look. We're just going to do this because there's nothing better to do right this second. But Where was it? It was so here there's a file browser which lets you load like access SD cards, USB sticks, everything. Like it actually has an FTP server and a BBS server built into a telnet server, so you can actually telnet into the Commodore 64 from your local PC, so you can run commands on it, and you can also drop files to it from your local network, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Yep.
The keyboard, beginning basic programming, if then next for loops, advanced basic, input animations.
That's basic.
Sprites.
Oh yeah.
Colors.
Advanced basic. I like the Moximoronic.
Creating sounds, data handling, using peripherals, networking and Wi-Fi. So it's got that modem emulation, printer emulation. And then there's a whole appendix for all the commands and stuff from basic and what you can do, and all the usual kind of ASCII codes and hex codes and all the rest of it. I love it. They got this C64 as their like little bot that kind of shows you around the computer. But yeah, it's pretty so there's like a whole sort of service manual and stuff.
Yeah, all wrapped in a nice spiral bound book. Yeah.
I don't have it accessible to me right now, Richard. Otherwise, I'll show you. But So, past the German version, I guess, there's a German version or language versions. I don't know.
All the
Skip all that. Anyway, chapter 1.
Page 1.
Yeah, it has like all the original ports plus HDMI, Ethernet, USB. But
is it type safe?
It's safe to type on, yes.
Yes.
Do you have to use strong typing with it?
You can, believe it or not. Well, I can't remember on. You do variables. No, it's interesting. In BASIC, you can do variables and actually assign them a type. A lot of them. So like $sign means a string, whereas like a percentage means integer, right? Like there's a lot of basics have like a prefix and characters to the variable which tell you what type it is. But for the most part, most variables are just dynamic, right? Like that's by its nature.
I don't know if there's any flex in the keyboard, Randall. It might be loosely typed. We don't know.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Hang on. Hang on.
I tried. Yes. Anyway.
Anyway, there's obviously a lot to this. I'm trying to find like obviously it talks about keyboard. Tell you what I could do. I could skip forward actually, can't I? Is there an index? Hey, look, we have an index. Look at that. So like one about sprites in here about how you. Do you remember? Do you remember like you doing this on graph paper?
Oh yeah.
Those times. Then you convert this to hex, and then like here's all your. Then you put your data in, right? Yeah. So anyway, there's a lot to it. But no, there you go. Look, percentage, $sign. Hang on, there you go. Look, real variables, integer variables, string variables. Strongly typed. It's strongly typed.
Oh, nice. Wow. Strongly typed, but weakly praised.
Anyway, it is really nice though, because the fact that most of these you can like just start executing random memory. So it basically means you can dump assembly routines into RAM and then run them, so you get like high performance alongside. So you can think of BASIC almost like a scripting language alongside the actual routines that do like the heavy lifting, pixel copying, and so on and so forth. But one of the advantages that C64 had over some of the other ones at its time were it did hardware scrolling and hardware swipe, which was still quite a novel idea because most of the CPUs did all the pixel pushing back in the day. Right, that's enough. People aren't here for retro.
When I was a kid, I could not get my mother to understand that I was making games, not playing games. So like I'd sit there for hours and hours and hours, like making like the little airplane game I remember I had in my head that I was making. And then like I called her over and she was like, "That's nice, sweetie," and just walked away because she just thought it was like a Nintendo. And I was like, be proud of me. My dad got it. My dad 100% got it. My dad was like, "You're doing this? My son's going to be a billionaire." Well, not quite, but you know, still.
He's like, now make it blue. Now make it green. Yeah. Okay. Have we got any more questions? I haven't got any questions.
No.
We guess we can do some coding.
No.
Oh yeah, we got quiz. Should we do the quiz?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me share my screen real quick and present, share screen.
Now we, as the hosts, are not going to be in the quiz.
Oh, we're not quizzing. We're offering the quiz.
We're quizzing the attendees.
That's what I got from our conversation. That's right. Yeah.
All right. So the way this works, you have a couple of options. The first one is if you have a phone nearby, just scan this QR code in the upper left-hand corner. That's the simplest way. Alternatively, I can drop a link into, well, I can't drop the link in the chat, but someone else can.
Drop it into private chat.
Yeah. I'll send it over to private chat. There you go. You can click on the link that Simon's about to share. Option 3 is you can go to play.booklet.com and enter the game ID 896846. Obviously, this only works if you are live. If you're watching the replay later, this is obviously not going to work.
Yeah.
But
if you're
just go ahead and do that. And then there will be a leaderboard. We got one, PT.
Yeah. Number 2 will be Barnum.
Come on, everyone.
We got
we
got Monzier.
Yeah, we got 3.
I got 3. The questions are not, I will tell you up front, they are not like Stump the Chump style interview questions. If you've ever been in a Stump the Chump interview, you know what I'm talking about with that. I hate it. So it's nothing like that. It's just, it's a general mixture of like, the heartbeat sound effect. It's a general mixture of like, just like general fun questions that are a little bit easier with some more advanced stuff mixed in, but it's definitely not going to be super difficult. Yeah. Looks like we got 4 in. We can give it a couple more seconds.
Yeah, we'll give it a little bit more. See if
Santa is here.
All right.
Thanks,
Santa's made it.
Santa's apparently the Duolingo bird.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Duolingo.
Yes, we got 5 people in. Nice.
And Lane looks like what is that? Is that the Emperor Cusco from when he's turned into the
John?
We have a John.
A different John. It's not me.
Welcome, John. Welcome to the show. Yep. We lost someone.
Oh, we lost Cusco.
Oh no.
Oh, he's back.
Yay.
Right.
So let's give it a couple of seconds and then
we will kick it off. Yeah. I will warn everyone, I've not actually used this before. I did give it a test run and it worked fine during the test run. So, should be fine, but we're all going to learn together.
We'll do it live.
Do it live. Gosh.
We'll do it live.
Anyone else signing in? Anyone else? Wow.
I think we have a significant portion of our current audience.
Okay. Is that my cue to get started?
We got one more.
The Bustin'.
The Bustin'. All right.
That's right.
The Bustin' rhymes.
7.
Nice.
Right. I think we'll get going. Because otherwise,
all right. So you'll answer on your own machines. First question. What are the 3 trees Flutter maintains for rendering?
Christmas.
A fir tree, a balsam, and
a pear tree.
There you go. As long as it has a partridge in it.
Yes. How many trees?
There are 20 questions, by the way. So, and of course, the answer is widget, element, and render object. Congratulations, John. So you do get points not only for getting it right, but also for how quickly you answer. So John is currently in first place. All right. Next question. What does the late keyword actually guarantee?
That I won't be there on time.
You won't call me late for dinner. Don't call me late for dinner.
Guarantees your place in the queue.
No, that's latte. That means it guarantees some milk in the coffee.
Oh, that's why.
Right.
And the answer is that the variable will be initialized before use.
Yeah.
Lane jumps up. Answered just slightly faster than John. Oh, we get a tie for first, though. Tie at the top. All right. Next question. What file is required on your website for Android app links verification?
Ooh.
Your password file. Password.
Password of some random individual. Yes.
Index.html.
All right. That's a little too much. Let's slow down the pace slightly of jokes. I'm getting caught up here.
The answer, of course, is assetlinks.json. It is, Whoa, Santa. Good job, Santa.
The only one that got it right.
Some deep linking.
Whoa.
Wow.
Lane and John still tied for first, but Santa's coming up there. Nice.
Yep. And is
catching up.
Which of these is not a popular state management solution in Flutter?
Signals.
I should have put signals on there.
I'm glad you left the one off. I'm glad you left the one off that we don't talk about.
Yep.
That's the one that shall not be spoken of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the answer, of course, is NGRX. I don't even know if that's a real package.
Santa. Oh, I think Santa jumped into first.
What would be really funny is if you go looked it up and it's actually a state management package.
Yeah, that'll be hysterical. Santa's in first place. When does the dispose method get called in relation to the widget being removed from the tree?
Ooh.
Thursday.
I don't know if you guys can hear the music coming from my browser or not, but
no.
Okay, that's good.
Thank God. It'd probably play some Mariah Carey song of some kind, and then we'd.
Oh, please no.
Yeah.
PT number 1, Santa number 2. Santa is still in first place.
Wow.
Yeah.
John and Lane not far behind though.
Come on, John. Come on, Lane.
What's the minimum touch target size recommended by Material Design?
The size of my finger.
It's actually the size of a thumb. That's what they recommend. That's what it's
But whose thumb?
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer, of course, is 48 by 48.
Oh, I did not know that. Cool.
Santa is killing it.
And the toolbar is default 56 high, which is also puts people off because it's not 48.
No.
Used to be.
Next question. Which iOS device introduced the infamous notch?
Minecraft.
What's the one?
Focus your mind.
Trying to remember the character named Notch.
The answer, of course, is the iPhone 10.
Oh.
Ooh, Lane. Got that right off the bat. 3 seconds.
And that's going to push him right up there. He's getting closer.
Yeah, Lane's in second
place.
A
Tie. Yeah.
In case of a tie, ties will be awarded.
What problem does Pigeon solve compared to raw method channels?
Communication.
Pigeons cause a lot of problems, though.
Yeah.
They poop
What
everywhere.
pigeons are doing your
Everywhere.
communications?
Yep.
It's pretty slow, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be it's definitely not as fast.
Type safe code generation for both sides is indeed the answer. Yes.
Wow.
Might work on
John.
64 too.
No. Almost died.
Whoa.
Oh, getting
Whoa.
there.
What's top of John?
Almost
God,
halfway
anyone's
through.
game.
Yeah.
What was Flutter originally codenamed during development? I didn't know this one.
Oh, really?
Nah.
If you'd seen the original logo, it's
Hey, that's rude, Simon. That's rude.
Actually, one of those is the code name for Flutter Web.
yes.
The answer is Sky. That was the original Flutter code name.
Yeah.
Is Hummingbird the code name for Flutter Web?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Well, yeah.
Santa. Ooh, 10 points. For having his big night, Santa's. Okay. On which thread does method channel communication exist on Android by default?
Silk.
I just picture smoke coming out of people's ears with that sound effect. That's fantastic.
Gemini for Chrome can answer these questions pretty fast. Just saying.
It is. It is the main UI thread. That is correct. It is the main UI thread. Lane, good job. Oh, and just like that, Lane almost
right back up there.
Oh, wow. We swept first place.
Which permission type on iOS cannot be requested again after it has been denied once? So you prompt it, someone denies it, you cannot prompt it again. They have to go to their
Login. Login.
It's not an option.
You cannot log in. You shall not pass.
The answer is location. Location permissions are super finicky in general.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to be tracing.
Oh, I think we might have a new leader.
I think we might. Yes.
Yeah.
We're just pulling ahead of Santa. Santa's got to tell the reindeer to go faster. In RiverPod, what's the difference between ref.watch and ref.read?
Oh.
Some letters.
One,
like letters
the ending.
Yes.
Is that you're calling?
Yeah, the they're both lowercase, so that's not it. 5 letters versus 4. That's the biggest one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, watch rebuilds on changes, read doesn't. That is correct.
Yep. Ooh, extending his lead.
Ooh, Lane is extending the lead. Yes.
9 points ahead. Wow, that's pulling out handily into first.
Still time. 7 questions.
Yep.
Softball, what year did Flutter have its 1.0 release? We got 7 more questions.
1770.
See who knows this one. Who was there?
It is 2018, and I started developing Flutter like 3 months after the 1.0 release hit. So,
Wow.
Wizzy, good job, Wizzy.
Wow.
I was not there, but I was doing Flutter before that. So when we
17 points ahead of Santa. Oh,
in Gitter fun.
Reindeer go faster. What does the term universal links refer to on iOS?
It's the biggest golf course around.
It's all those movies that come out. They're links to all the movies.
Yeah.
Is this something to do with black holes?
Yeah. It's the movie people. Right.
Yes, HTTPS URLs that open your app directly. That is correct. You can deep link into your app. PT, good job.
Oh,
Hey.
No.
Oh.
20-point lead. Oh,
That's going to be
building that lead up.
What Dart version introduced null safety? I had to look this one up.
The first one that included it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yep, that's the answer. The first one that included it.
Yep.
Yes, 2.12 is correct.
Yeah.
Wow,
Burned
only
into-
one person got correct.
Wow.
Man, those of us who had to do the migration remember that clearly.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Lane, over 100 points. First person to get into triple digits. Lane is killing it. What does FFI allow you to do in Dart?
Faster, incrementally.
It's the Firefox internet, right?
Perfect. Yes. Firefox Internet. Because we chose Firefox Internet over Edge Internet.
Fast forward
Yeah.
intermittently.
The answer is call C-style APIs directly from Dart. There were several really great talks about this at FlutterCon Berlin. And those videos are online. You should definitely check them out. Lane, 12 points. Up to 116.
Getting close to a 30-point lead here. Ooh.
It's
That's gotta be
tied third.
Three
though.
more questions. What constraint does an expanded widget pass to its child?
That
Handcuffs.
it can't go. It has to be home before 10.
Yes. Yes. That's
Don't
nailed
exceed
it.
55 miles an hour on the freeway. There should be a song cue for that one. I'd hum it, but then we'd get a copyright strike.
You can't
Copyright
drive.
strike.
You can't drive 50 something.
It is unbounded. The expanded constraint drops an unbounded constraint to the child, allowing it to get as big as it possibly can.
Ooh.
Lane again with the 12 points. Holy smokes, Lane.
Ooh.
Holy smokes.
Getting close to a 40-point lead.
Yeah. Which of these packages actually exist?
Oh,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all good ones. They're all good ones.
Yeah. What does above mean there? There's no packages above that button.
So as much as I've made jokes about is even, Nyan Cat Progress Indicator and the
Cat Avatar
Generator, both of those are real packages. I was trolled pub.dev for weird packages.
So does that one like create an avatar for my cat? Is that what it does?
It makes an avatar of a cat for you. What's the main difference between a method channel and an event channel?
One of them's not the English channel.
One's
Ooh. Why
That was
didn't
for Simon.
Randall get the boo for that? Randall should have gotten.
Because Simon thought it
Event
was
channel does support streaming data from native to Dart. Method channel is only going to send one data, whereas event channel you can get streams. John, 12 points.
Ooh, last
Yeah.
question. Last question.
Last one. This is the one.
Last chance for a big move. Ooh, tied for second. Or for third, actually.
What is the minimum Android API level supported by Flutter 3.x?
Ooh.
Ooh, who knows? I just let Flutter fill it in. Flutter puts the
Yeah.
right number.
21 is correct. It is 21 is the minimum API level. All right, let's see the results. Final standings. John came in third. Santa came in second. And to nobody's surprise, Lane with
Lane,
135
the big
points
one.
comes in first. Good job, guys.
Wow.
Wow, that was fun.
Let's go ahead and look at the report. Oh, yeah. Okay, so fourth was PT. Fifth was Monzier.
I'm gonna have to caveat something because you
Uh-oh.
said expanded is unbounded. It's not. It's loose constraints.
Is it really?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
So what happens is the space for the widgets that are not expanded gets consumed out the width first. The remaining width is then split up based on the weights. Now that has a fixed width. That width is supplied as the maximum and the minimum is 0, giving you a loose constraint.
Mm.
If the minimum and the maximum was the same, it would be a tight constraint.
Yet no one
What I
challenged.
just learned is that if we ever do this again, I'm sending the
That's what I say, it
questions
might
to
be a tight
Simon.
Actually, I think it might be a tight constraint for the expanded and the loose constraint for flexible. Yeah. But it's not unconstrained.
Randall's got to get out of the sun before he melts.
Yep,
There you
you
go.
put on your GDE hat. There you go.
Sometimes I wear my GDE hat for this show. Yes.
Yes.
It's true. Though, and so much for being like a really windy day. If there's no clouds right now, how is it going to be really super windy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's weird around here. It'll change in an
Clouds
hour.
required for wind? I thought clouds were for rain.
I
mean, you can have a pretty windy, clear day, right?
Yeah.
Windy, clear. Yes, you're right. I don't know. Let's see what the weather forecast
Loose,
tight, constraints,
tight, wind, no wind, clouds, no clouds. Yeah.
Tailwind.
Tailwind.
A little rainy later today. Yeah, no rain before like 2 p.m. That's great. Cool.
Well, whoever Santa was, congratulations. You I know you. Thank you for taking some time out of your big day and your big night to answer some Flutter questions. Yes, congratulations, Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Now get back to work.
Yes. Rope in those elves.
Who deliver those presents?
See if you can get me a Commodore 64 Ultimate before tomorrow.
Yep.
I was super like I didn't get any tracking number from them. Like so there was like a whole like it was like been a lot for them to get everything out. Like they were like we were gonna try and get like people's orders out by Christmas. And to arrive, a couple of days before Christmas Day, they really pushed the bar out to do that.
Yeah.
And really grateful in my Christmas.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. What's the plan?
I don't know.
I think that's a good place to end it if we want to end it today. Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
because we don't really have, unless we want to code in signals or something stupid like that.
I had an idea about something.
You're going to share your Commodore 64 screen and we're going to write some code?
Yes, that would be incredible. Yes. Like put the camera in front of the C64 screen so we can see it. And then, or just like an HDMI input. Yeah. And then just put it up there and then we can all code it ASIC together and confuse the heck out of everyone.
Let's see how long it'll take any gravity to write a Commodore emulator.
No, I was thinking about something I've actually wanted to do for a while is do a snow effect. And so I've done this before, a snow effect is an app, right? So you get snow falling down on the screen. But actually having it land on widgets.
Oh yeah. Oh, weird. That'd be cool.
Because of the way the hierarchy works in Flutter, you can just wrap the various widgets with like a platform kind of widget, right? Call it a platform. And then basically it can then say, anything that falls onto this, build up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Snowcatcher, you could call them.
Snowcatcher, yeah. So I was thinking maybe we do something like that.
Sure.
Might be fun.
I'm game.
All right, let's try it. See how far we can get.
But yeah,
we're gonna abuse an AI into helping us.
All right, but I think I'm gonna have to jump. I've got to get a few things done before I got to head out. So yep, it was good to see you guys. Happy holidays, and I don't know if we're gonna do a show next week or not, but if we are, sounds good.
Might be a little tough.
Yeah. Okay. See you in a week or two.
All right,
guys.
Bye for now.
Right, and then number 3.
There's a question here. On reload,
I'll be right back.
Okay, on reload, signals rebuild also logs there too. Much where it should not need solution. Well, the logging is only because you're in debug mode, and you can even turn it off in debug mode. There's a global you can set, but by default, if you're in debug mode, every signal transition is logged for you, and you can apply a debug label when you create a signal or a computed or an entity, effect, which gives you a better idea of who is actually changing, not just what. But those are only on in debug. When you go to production, those are gone. So it's not logging anything anywhere. If you're saying it's rebuilding too often, you've got to figure out why you're depending on the things that you shouldn't be, if that's what it is. But cloud's going in and out. This will be interesting. Good thing I'm not trying to white balance today. I would be horrible with all that. So I've got like yellowish internal lights, and I've got the sun, which is fairly non-yellow. So yeah,
So unfortunately, go ahead.
No, go. What are we going to say?
No, I don't have. If you're talking about the question, go for it. I was going to talk about light, so please continue with the question.
No, I think that's as much of an answer as I can give without seeing specific examples.
So I try to control the light for the studio.
Yeah,
studio in my garage. The reality is that I can't, and so like I typically record after the sun goes down, but like right now there's sun, so you can see like sun beaming up behind me. You can see where there's like boxes like behind the set here, so it's you can't win, but there's always something.
There are boxes way on the backside of Crater Lake too. You just can't see it over there.
Gotcha.
I got boxes.
Is that Crater Lake?
Yeah, that's it's a oil painting rendering using Nano Banana of the photo I used to use, which was the actual photo, and the actual photo I took like 15 years ago. So it's a personal picture for me. It's not, I didn't just download this from somewhere.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man.
We as we were growing up, I had two brothers, and we would go down to Crater Lake every year for our one short family vacation. It's about a 4-hour drive that away, and so it's not too bad to get to. And we have a Coleman pop-up trailer tent thing that we would rent a spot to stay overnight there at the lodge. And no, I grew up with it. I mean, in fact, there's a series of pictures on a bench of us year by year. Dad had us sit down, and so we have this progression of about 6 years.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And I took this picture from that exact spot again, and my mom took my picture in front of this. So that's my homepage on Facebook.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
So this is a frequently used picture here for us. Yeah. And deepest lake in the U.S., so 1,900 feet.
Very cool.
Deep. Yeah.
I grew up near the Lake Erie area. So that was obviously not nearly as deep, but it was a great lake. So it was fun. We would go out. My uncle had a boat. He would take us out. I'd go to Cedar Point. It was cool. But it's funny because I haven't been camping in years at this point. I think the last time I was camping was 2021 at this point. But it's so funny because when I went on an early date with the woman who would become my partner, I wanted to go get a canoe, and she's like, no, we're not getting a canoe because this is how I ended up divorced from my husband. Is we tried to get in a canoe and we couldn't work together, and it led to the downfall of our marriage. And so like I'd never been in a canoe, and then a buddy of mine and I went camping just randomly, and she wasn't there, and they had a bunch of canoes, and he's like, you want to try a canoe? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We were fine. We're like cruising all over the lake. We had no issues whatsoever. We communicated. And I told Mandy that I'm like, well, if things don't work out with you, I'm marrying Chris because, we obviously have good, good communication skills. Oh, looks like we got another question in.
It's not really a question, it's just a statement.
Oh, biggest public sector bank, State Bank of India, ditched React Native and uses Flutter now. Very cool. Yeah, it's interesting how big Flutter has become. It is. It really is.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, 2 engineers in a canoe is always a win. Yes. We got into a fight over the architecture of the canoe. He would ask me to pull. He would make a request for me to pull, and I would refuse to do that. I would knit. Oh no, I'm kidding. I was trying to make a joke, and it just was not working.
Just a little more on Crater Lake, since I brought it up earlier. This is a closed system. It's the caldera of a collapsed volcano, and as a result, there's no rivers in or out of it, which means it's very still water. And it rains and then evaporates. It's the way it comes in and out. And because of that, it maintains this same level pretty much all year. Actually, I think it's a little less in the summer for a while. And there's no recreational activity on it. There's one small boat that hauls like 10 or 15 people out to that island in the middle there. That's Wizard Island. And so you can, when that was operating, you could do that. They've closed the dock for 2 years, so they're rebuilding it. So in the next 2 summers, you won't be able to go out to the island. But yeah,
tell me more about Wizard Island, because I don't know what Wizard Island is, but that sounds amazing.
Wizard Island.
Yeah.
Okay, but you said Island.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tell me more about Wizard Island, because I don't know what Wizard Island is, but I'm just picturing like the place where I go to the Amethyst Academy to learn how to,
It's this thing right there.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's the only it's one of 2 islands in the there's another tiny one that's right next to the
ecosystem.
Yeah, right. And there's a floating log. It's been floating there for over 100 years. It just bobs up and down on the water and gets blown.
It moves around the lake, doesn't it?
So you have to hunt it, find it if you can find it sometimes. But it occasionally gets pointed out by the park rangers and stuff. But yeah, no, it's just been there for 100 years. It just maintains just enough equilibrium. And I think it's sort of can be fossilized because that'd be millions of years, but it's heavy enough that it kind of just bobs up and down in the water and gets blown around by the wind.
Yeah, Richard asked a good question. Why is it called Wizard Island?
I don't know. If you look up the Wikipedia page, Crater Lake, I'm sure it'll say.
You're letting the slide down there, Randall. That's it. The whole of Oregon's been let down now.
I gave you an indirect pointer. At least I'm responding that way.
Oh, Randall.
Yeah.
Randall, that deserves the booze. Oh my gosh.
I'm delegating. Which booze? I can get some over here. Okay, right.
No. The log sounds interesting. I want to make an app called Log Tracker that you can just track.
I don't think it has a GPS on it. I don't think there's any kind of homing beat. I think people just notice where it is. Well, you can tell from where the wind is pretty much. The prevailing wind is going to push.
I can now imagine there being getting satellite coverage photographs and trying to work out pinpoint where it is and using AI to GPS coordinates or some drones that constantly battery charge and fly around to work out where.
I think it's called something like the Old Man in the Lake too. It has a name because it's been around for decades. I guess I could look at the Wikipedia page. We're doing something though, right? Are we?
Right. Yeah. Let's do this.
We're doing some coding. This is a coding show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I've heard of that. We're in the way a little bit. So again,
that's
excuse me.
So we're doing this as a desktop app. Why not? So yeah, start a blank app. There you go. Problem solved. And where we're going to go from here, I guess we are going to find out if I can take full advantage of a new agent chat. We can say something like,
using Junie.
I like you. Shall I make it bigger? I'll make it bigger. Let's get the AI super in here. There we go. Is that big enough? Probably.
Yeah, I can see it.
I would like you to create a widget that shows snow falling down the screen for my example app. And I'll see what it comes up with.
Oh, yes, it's the Old Man of the Lake. It's been there for over 100 years.
Oh, so is the
log cold water? Yeah, the bouncing log, right? And it's been there for at least since 1896 was its first reporting. Carbon dating of the trunk has suggested the tree itself is 450 years old. Wow,
holy smokes!
That is amazing.
Right, what's it done here? Scaffold, title, falling snow widget, number of flakes 100, falling snow, various state parameters. It uses a single ticket to provide a state, makes it an animation controller, a list of snowflake, random, animation controller on repeat. Generates a list of snowflakes using random numbers and speeds, swing offset amount. Creates an animation builder with a custom paint. This has bugs. And then size infinite, sure. It's just a data model. We have a snow painter. All right, should we see it running?
Let's just see what it did. Oh, wow.
Okay. That's not bad. Not bad.
No.
I don't know why it doesn't fill the screen, mind you, when it first started, but that's not bad. It's not bad going, right? Is it?
No, that's a really great first start.
However, they're all falling straight down when they shouldn't be. So there should be a random. That's interesting. So it's trying to add if flake Y is greater than. Oh no, this is just choosing a new X position. Swing. Sine of the animation value times 10 times flake swing offset. This swing amount is not taking effect.
It might be slightly. It might be that magnification. You just can't see it.
What the?
Yeah, I think Randall's right. Try pushing it.
I just increased the swing amount. Yeah. Hang on. I mean, they're all going straight down. I know it's
they're still going straight down.
Needs a time input. It's got animation value though. So
no, I mean, it has animation values, which is what it's using for that, right? Speed. Unless it didn't start the animation. No, it's on repeat. I love that duration. 365 days. What's really speaking about this is it didn't even need to do that.
Every year it'll go over a little bit.
You could just create an unbounded animation. So there's several bugs in this that I've seen off the day one, but also swing amount. Let's tell it. Let's get to fix it. I have no idea why. Okay, looks like swing. Oops. Swing amount. Looks like the snow is falling directly down and does not progress side to side in a sine wave. You're right. The issue is that I'm updating the Y position inside the paint method, but the X position isn't being permanently updated. It's only being calculated temporary for drawing. Let me fix this. Okay. Swing speed. Okay.
Johan says there should be 7 basic types of snowflakes.
Yeah, we could get it to do different styles, right? So normally there's another thing we can do where we give you different shades, so you get like a different texture, right? But that's
there are at least different sizes. It's obvious. So that's good.
Fixed it. Side to side. Let's refresh. Still not fixed it.
Nope.
Swing speed. Is it actually swing speed?
Give it a video of what it's doing, and then you can process the video and figure it
out. What is its swing offset? Swing amount times swing speed is not even bit. Oh, hang on. Swing speed is flake time. Okay, so flake time is being used with the swing offset in the sine wave. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, now it ain't got a thing if it don't have that swing. Do up.
How'd they? Right. So how can we make this? How can we make this better? Because this is definitely not great. So
No,
let's improve the code manually.
Make it better. Make it better.
Make it better. So
it's like telling you make it better.
Our title to be on top of the snow, and our title to be aligned to the top center. So it's not in the middle. And then we're also going to add a padding around that. Right. So we can then I'm sure that'll work with with values alpha 0.8. Now I'll upgrade that. So falling snow itself, it creates an animation controller, as I said earlier, with this kind of crazy 365 days, when what you actually do is create an unbounded animation. It's literally designed for that very purpose. So that's fine. You don't have to repeat it because it's just on constantly going forward. So yeah, sure. Oh wait, hang on a minute. No, okay. Why? Oh, because we're using. I think what I want to do is something slightly different, actually. Can I be bothered? That's not gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna reverse my decision on that right in a second. Hang on. The repeat stops it, obviously stopping at 365, but you know, I mean, is it using the controller's value somewhere apart from just using it as a refresh?
Yes.
Using animation value, and then where's animation value being used? Not being used anymore. Didn't think so. So it was using that as like a constant time factor. Now because each snowflake has its own speed and time, then this isn't actually needed. Instead, this has been used as a repaint, or should be being used as a repaint, right? And that's really what the problem here is. This is what I saw anyway. So the idea here being that so the idea is that we want to kind of forward that over to being why not? Now what's going to happen is up here, we want to pass over the controller itself as the repainter. This is basically saying each time that ticks, repaint, right? So that's a more efficient way of doing what it was trying to do there. Then yeah, this should repaint. That can actually be changed only when the input changes, but let's not worry about it too much. Alpha. To be honest, the alpha is not actually making that much difference in what I'm seeing on the screen. I wonder if that's because it's just too. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, hey a minute. Sparkle effect for larger flakes. What the hell is that? Let's do greater than 1.
Size greater than 1. All right.
I don't remember seeing anything like that, but let's get rid of this. I don't really care about that. Let's just drop that. That's more like what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we get like there. So the further in the distance they are, the less transparent. So the smaller they are. be really cool if as they go down the screen, they could go like you got a third dimension to them, so they go smaller and larger, right? Anyway, let's not worry about it too much right this second. Well, that's just making it wrap around the screen. Yeah. Okay. What else do I want here? So back up. So it's kind of like there's an interesting thing going on here, but equally like I feel like this feels a bit like discombobulated is the word I'm thinking of, but that's not the right word. So we don't need to repaint all the time because when we repaint when the animation goes, or obviously the input value changes. The other side to this is we ideally don't want to be using and there's no need to use the animation builder. That's rebuilding the widget unnecessarily right now, right? So we can remove that because we're passing over the repaint for the actual painter itself. Size-wise, we'd be better off passing in a child to our snowflake thing and then having it wrap whatever widget. And if we want it to behave differently in its constraints, then that's what comes through. So let's do that. Okay. And then up here, instead of this stack, we'll just have a. So in here, we can now do like size box dot right, or something else if we want to kind of like make it fill the screen. However, because it's in a stack, we can obviously have it, default expand to fill, and then you wouldn't need that. We can also make, to be honest, we could also make child optional, but let's not worry too much about that. What else do we want to do? Right, we're talking about having it land on stuff, right? So I think like the size of the particles, the number of particles needs to change, right? Minimum size 1, maximum size 6. It's interesting. We've got max size because we actually need to pass that over. Yeah, we need to pass it over. I'll explain in just a second. Let's do. Oops. And the reason for that is I do this. So we need that to be based on the maximum size. What bug do I have? Widget got max size. We got max size. Good question. There we go. Okay, that's looking good at the moment. Now let's no, that's the right is backwards. Am I getting a negative out of that?
Yeesh. Negative size. All right, it has to be negative because you're subtracting a big number from a little number.
Yeah, but then like I'm just like I'm thinking that. Oh, hang a minute. I'm gonna fractional. Yeah, that's what I want. So the smaller it is, the darker it is, the larger it is, the brighter it is. Yeah. All right, and then we get rid of that 1.0. All right. So where are we next? So we could improve this a little bit more. I'm also wanting to have it land on things. So I think we can kind of improve the way that we're doing this. So there's kind of a necessary way of doing this, which is we need to render our snow on top of the existing UI. So let's get the AI to build a fake. What can we have on screen? Like a form? contact form or something. I'm trying to think of like something that we can just
Login
have it like
login screen.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I like login
So we'll have a couple of boxes.
Let's make a stateless widget. Login contents. Login screen contents. Screen content. And I'm going to pop that in here.
That's the second time I've said this during this show too. Login. I wonder. Must be a theme.
And now let's set it to make me a fake login screen example UI in widget. Hang on. I'll create a beautiful. It's going to create, a beautiful one. Not just anyone. It's a beautiful one.
It's going to be.
We'll see how beautiful it is.
I cannot wait to see this thing. We should all give it like scores from 1 to 10 on how beautiful this login widget is that it creates.
Whilst it's thinking about that, we were talking about like having. So what's it done? Modern design elements, gradiented logo icon with lock symbol, clean white carve around the corners, purple gradient color scheme, form filter, email, remember me, forgot pass, interactive elements, sign in, social login buttons, sign up.
That's really elegant screen.
Shall we restart and see what Wow.
Oh man. Yes.
Matthew.
It's an elegant login.
Holy
screen.
smokes. Okay, 10.
10 out of 10,
No, okay.
mate. 10 out of 10.
I was just looking up. Johan suggested that I look at TinyML, and it looks like you can set up like AI stuff on microcontrollers with it, which is super cool. So I got distracted. So I went down a whole rabbit hole. That is okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I'm very impressed by this. Let's make it update it. Hang on, update it to use a dark theme. Dude, that matches the snowy background.
Has it been listening to this show? Is that how it knows?
It's secretly tuned into the stream and making the background.
Yes.
You suddenly get a bot turn up in the chat. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That'd be terrifying if like someone with the username Opus or Sonnet 4.5 shows up. It's like, yes, I hear everything.
So this is Sonnet 4.5 running in Augment. The Augment bit is the bit that actually is giving it a lot of power. Like the LLM engine is just one part of the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get rid of
does Augment write little test snippets of code? I figured that out yesterday that anti-gravity does that. I'm building something, it needs signals, and it's trying to get it to do it right. It actually wrote little sample Dart programs and ran them under the debugger to figure out what signals was doing. That was so weird.
That's insane.
All on its own. Not like I told it go write a test program for this. I gave it a task and it was trying to figure out the task, and it wrote code.
Guys.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my god.
Matches just fine. Oh, make it semi-transparent so the code goes down behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. This is actually really
good. We are so cooked. As a profession, we are so cooked.
Well, only designers are going to be cooked. Programmers are still going to need to be type the prompts.
That's true.
We still have to be here. Yes.
Let's see now. I make some manual change myself. And we're going to get rid of that. Although we got that lovely kind of purpley lock thing, I think it just kind of detracts from things right now for what we're doing. I'd rather see what's behind. Let's just see what this looks like. Yeah. And
your card
transparent. It's interesting that our snow is going behind.
Yeah.
So I want to go in front. So although it's the child, we're not seeing that. So let's take our login screen and move it down to the bottom here, out of the way. And just put that there. We're not going to be using a custom painter, but it's just there for the moment. Let's. Where am I going here? I wonder if there's a foreground painter, background painter. Yeah. Okay. There we
go. Yes.
Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. So what we want, obviously, it to fall down. I feel like I want to be able to wrap certain parts of the UI, like the email, password box, sign-in button, each with something that Snow could land on. And I was thinking about, like, I wonder if we can do something where a certain amount of snow builds up, then it falls through to the next level.
Oh, wow.
Right? I think that'd be fun.
We're at the 2-hour mark. Okay.
I unfortunately have to hop off because I've got a work thing I got to go to. But
be sure to watch it later.
I definitely am going to watch the replay because this is fire, man. Or snow, I guess, ice. But anyway, thanks for having me, guys. Always fun to see you, and I will talk to you later.
He's Mr. He's Mr.
Okay.
Sun.
So let's go back to what the tasks are that we actually need to do here, right? So first of all, we need to. So I'm just gonna make some notes here.
We want a wrapper for a container.
Yeah,
and it has to get to the size. You need
a wrapper
boxy for this.
For widgets, right? Huh?
You need boxy for this. Because you got to figure out the size of your when you
and I'm also thinking about, like, so we have to report where each of those widgets are on the screen to the containing widget. Then that needs to then they can animate the snow. And at the moment, the snow animation is actually happening during paint. So we've actually got a single phase updater going on here. So it's kind of not correct at the moment. I was just looking at this thinking to myself, does it make a difference? So these are moving. The side to side is based on time, but actually the vertical is not. So at the moment, if this paint routine doesn't run at a constant frame rate, it's going to look weird, right? So I want to kind of move out the notion of how the snow updates outside of paint. It means that we can run an update loop, which we could do. You know, you have no idea. Like we could do some fun stuff with some AI. I think. What are we waiting for next? Let's get some AI in here, shall we? Speed this up.
Yeah.
All right, I know what I want to do. So let's see if it can do it for us. I'm just trying to remember if I.
Well, you could just give it the goal, which is have it look like the snow is landing on top of a wrapped widget or something.
Should we just see what it does? I don't. Yeah. I guess I can undo what it's doing, right? So.
I hope so.
Okay. I'm going to tell it exactly how I want it to build it, and we'll see what it does.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to do step by step. Can you convert the I really need elements for this.
And keeps ducking in and out of the trees here that are between.
Yeah.
Crazy. I have to put my hat back on. Let's see.
Oh, double D. Let's see what it does. Yep, this will be more performant and give you direct control over the rendering pipeline. Yep, thank you very much.
Wow.
This is why I want this.
Oh, writing a render object directly. That's crazy.
Well,
It's cool.
Let's see what it does.
If it gets it right.
We'll see if it actually like keeps Snow Painter or removes that and like combines it into one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What has it done? What has it done?
Now. Oh no.
Oh no. It was so good. Okay, so falling snow is converted falling snow into single child render object, which it shouldn't do. Render falling snow. I suppose it could create a ticker of context, which is not right. So this whole ticker thing, I guess. Yeah, no. I suppose that would work. It's not the way to do that. Render proxy box. I mean, sure. Let's put the animation into here. And all the parameters, initialization of snowflakes, paint. I mean, it could be worse. It's really interesting the way it's decided to do this, right? So instead of like, it's created a single ticker provider state mixin inside of the state class, right? Then this has got, it's obviously got the create ticker callback inside here for the ticker it's running. And then it passes that over in an inherited widget for it to then be picked up inside of falling snow inside of here as the vsync, which just sounds crazy to me because this is returning back a ticker provider. So if you're going to do that, then just have ticker provider in here. Just have required, vsync.
Yeah.
So we're going to fix that while we're here. And then drop that straight in here and get rid of this inherited widget called ticker, which is just not the right name for that at all.
I think it conflicts too with the built-in ticker class, wouldn't
exactly. That's the problem, right?
Yep.
Vsync this. There you go. Get rid of const. Yeah, problem solved. I don't know why we needed that. Right. Okay, restart. Still works the same. Great.
Yeah, didn't break anything.
Yeah, you didn't break it. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So, okay, so we need a host widget. So this is like the rendering widget, right? This is the widget that is, we've got our render falling snow, but really this is like falling snow renderer, right? This is the thing that's actually doing the drawing. I guess we could do that as like a private. So we kind of want something to wrap around state. Let's see what the AI does with this. Yeah, let's see what the AI does. Can we do 200? How big is 200? Wow. Obviously, it's going to look at. We could increase that once we get more in there. But let's do this next. What's next? Right. So we want it to. We want to. I would like. Yeah, hang on. Let's see. What's it? Proxy element. Is it proxy element?
There was one of those in there, I think, right? No. Oh, you're asking generic question.
Yeah, it's a proxy element. That's what I was looking for. Yes, we could use a proxy widget too. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I would like the snow. See what it does, right? I would like the snow to land on various
Cornfield.
parts of the UX for the login screen. And once the snow builds up to a limit, it continues to fall down the screen and land on the next part, or clears off the bottom, or clear off bottom of screen. To do this, I would like you to create a wrapper widget that can be placed around the login. It's got a name. The main around the login. We'll just do our email password and signed in elements. Email field, password field, and sign in button. UI controls, widgets. This would then report its this should report the context, build context to the parent falling snow widget.
20 minutes later.
The build context of the wrapper to the parent falling snow widget. These can then be consumed at during paint to determine. These can then be used during paint to determine the render object of the child, render of the child, and thus its position, its rectangular position on screen. Let's see what happens. We can see what it's doing as it does it. Is landed position.
No surface. Snow surface.
Map of surfaces. Snow surface.
That's
Register surface. See, this is registering in snow depth ID rect. Unregistered surface. Now create snow catcher wrapper widget. Okay, cool. Nice name.
Snow catcher. Is that a famous book? Snow.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Draw a landed snowflake in a fixed position. Okay, so it's landed. Yeah, draw a landed position. Continue. Good. Calculate absolute position, which it was already doing. Flake position. Check for collision on the surface. Yeah, so it goes to the list of surfaces. Is the surface full? Then check the If it's not full, check.
It's a snow shovel.
Needs a snow shovel, yeah. We could actually have it so you touch the screen and it actually knocks the snow off, falls down the screen or something.
That's going to be in our 4th hour today.
Yeah. We're not going to go that far. Mind you, we're only 15 minutes over. It's like we talk about this like it's like the AI's doing all the hard work here. Check collision. Yeah. Sure.
I just had my lunch just waiting for
the surface. Yeah. The thing is, this is also you need to be checking against the other snowflakes that are part of that surface, and it's not. So we can make that adjustment. Right. I see the ticket was removed and VSync is passed in directly. Yes, it is now. Yeah. Now let me add the snow catcher widget after the falling snow widget. Now let me update the app widget to remove the ticket wrapper since we're passing VSync directly. Already did that.
It's nice that it caught you actually making edits. That's great.
Yeah. It's like, how dare you make edits? Good. It's already correct. Yes, I corrected you. Now let's wrap the login fields with snow catcher widgets. I'll wrap the email, password, sign-in buttons with the snow catcher widgets. Perfect. Now I create a complete snow accumulation system. Let me quick summary of the diagram showing how it works. Mermaid render.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, look, mermaid. Yay.
It's your favorite thing, isn't it, Randall?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's amazing how flexible it is. It's kind of cool. I'm glad somebody did it.
Excellent. I mean, it seems I haven't really had enough time with it myself. It seems better than Plant YML, which was the kind of go-to, right?
Yeah.
Render falling snow, snow catcher widget, snowflake, snow surface, max snow depth limit is full. How it works.
Well, it's definitely better in that there's like 10 different major styles. I mean, there's Gantt charts, there's UML diagrams, there's randomly connected networks.
Restart. Cool. Hey, look.
Oh, and it bounces when it gets there. That was weird.
No, it shouldn't bounce. It should fall. No, I think one was added, maybe one falls. Let's see. Now, here's the problem. The snow doesn't, like, once it lands, we don't generate another snow to fall in its place. So the screen's now getting less full.
Because it still has the same number on the page, right? Just sitting around now.
Okay, let's I want to move out the random generation of a snow particle into a function. Where are we actually generating that snow? It's in here. I
like this. Make the login box shake the snow off if the email or password is wrong. Nice.
Yeah, that's Dart badge there. That's cool. Let's do that. Right. Let's make it right.
And yeah, we can make this a codathon until Christmas Eve tonight. Yes. Well, it's Christmas Eve technically today already. So
yeah. Well, depends on where you are in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Each time a snow particle collides and stops on a surface, we need to add an additional snowflake to the list of snowflakes to the list of snowflakes. Oh. Yeah, it didn't know that to use my random function that I made. So let's do this. Start from top. That's a good question. Yeah, y starts at random. So actually, we will say is there anything else that's different? Let's check. Right, let me just min speed, max speed, swing. All the other parameters are fine. So restart. Right. So we should always have a constant. They are flickering. That's interesting. Why are they started flickering? Are they flickering for you?
It's hard to tell because it's through the stream.
I know. That is intriguing.
They're sort of blinking in and out for me too.
Yeah, and break. Ah, that's why. Hang on a minute. No, it's breaking. Should be breaking in a loop. If it's landed, it continues to the next one.
Yeah, that is weird.
I have to do a comment. Let me just comment this out. Doesn't flicker anymore. It's like it's not getting to the end of the loop. I would assume the break takes us out of this one, but maybe it's not. I mean, once it's landed, I mean, that's still flickering. So the nature of it's like it just stops painting. I'm wondering if interesting. Oh, you know what? We were getting errors. I wasn't. We were getting errors. I wasn't. No. Okay. Don't ask me. Adding to the list seemed. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not even going to go there right now. Right. Because the point is, it's working now. So this is cool. Look, it's building up. And now the question here is, once that top one becomes full, which I'm kind of curious about how it's determining what full is. Accumulated snow length is greater than max snow length. Interesting, because that was set at pretty small amounts when I thought I saw it. And there's definitely more than 20. It was set to like 25 or something. Let's see what have we got them set to in here. Where is our buttons? Catcher. No catcher. Right, there you go. Sign in button. Max snow depth 25. And max snow depth on 15. There's definitely more than 15 there, isn't there?
Yeah. Something's not triggering.
Something's not right. Let's go figure it out. So max snow depth doesn't get passed on? No, it does. Register surface. So we register the surface rectangle. This is not the way I wanted this, by the way. But you know what? It's working. Yep. So I'm going to forgive it. There's definitely better ways of doing all of this. This is way too complicated. There's simpler ways of doing all of this. This is nuts. Yeah. Delay. No. No, just no. All right. Anyway, max. So there is a surface that's getting registered for each one of these based on ID. And that ID has a max snow depth. And when we collide, we loop through those, check our collision, add to the accumulated surface. Okay, let's do this. Print Blake landed on surface this, and then we'll give it a length of max. There you go. Perfect. Thank you very much, AI, for putting that in for me. Right, restart. Let's see what we get in our log. Interesting. Interesting.
Keeps resetting the number of
It
things
is.
on them.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But why 1, 2, 3? Why not 1, 1? Like,
well, 1, 2, 3 is how many it got on that pass or something. Oh, but it's when
right, let's go look. Surfaces is unless surfaces get render box. And no, that's stateful.
It's really weird.
Unless it's re-registering this. Hang on. This is what's happening. Yeah. It's re-registering every time it's rebuilding. It's re-registering the surface. Exactly why I didn't want to do it the way I was doing it. Okay. So update position. Add post frame callback. Register with snow renderer. What is this doing? Not the way to do any of this. All right, let's calm that log down. Let's like landed. Where is it now? Right. Restart. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's yeah, all I need to do is register the build context and none of this rendering stuff. Like where's that catcher? The catcher thing is complete bollocks. Pardon my French. Snow catcher. I'm going to completely bounce that. So this thing, I mean, yeah, all this is perfectly reasonable, like the parameters, but just all this is nuts. So when we initialize the widget, when we so this can be actually could actually be a proxy a render proxy. Let's not go there right now. Let's just did change dependencies, don't care. ID. I mean, sure. But this is why the reason why it's happening did change dependencies. Update position is being called. Ah, look. Schedule periodic updates. That's the problem, right? Let's drop that off. Restart. Okay. That should do something different now. They're not landing on it anymore. But the snow particles don't continue on, right? But that's fine.
Right.
Now what we want to do is where are we? Yeah, I don't. All this just seems so complicated. It doesn't even need to be. Basically, when this registers, all it needs to do is register to find that this is where it finds walk up the tree and find the renderer. Let's say snow. What is it? It's a render snow render falling snow. Find snow renderer. Yeah. That'll do. There's actually a way of walking the tree properly, which is kind of interesting. And this is interesting. It's walking the render tree. The render falling snow. It'll do for now. Right. So when we're registering, what we're actually doing is saying snow renderer equals this, and then snow renderer dot register surface, and not a rectangle. We don't care about a rectangle. What we actually care about is the element. So we'll just say element. And where's my rectangle? Get rid of that. Okay, and check for collision. Let's go back to here. So when we register for a surface, which is saying element maybe build context might. I mean, build. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, the build context is an element implements build context. We'll use the abstract class instead of the strict one, just to make. We could upcast it. Not strictly what you want. Quite just context. We'll do that instead. Right. Anything going on in chat?
Not really. Just chatting about whether the snow should melt on its own or not, and then it depends on whether it's below freezing or
not. Right. So now we've got this. We essentially perform this logic in place. So there's no need for any of this post frame callback, whateverness. Yeah, we'll just make this late. So it's going to, well, yeah, because if it throws, it's not going to register yet. Cool. We can follow this up with
just noticed the live clock doesn't use tabular numbers, so the thing keeps getting longer and shorter all the time.
live
Pretty
clock.
Annoying. See the live clock?
Here.
Yeah. Kind of dumb.
Right. It's where we at?
Triggering SPD is the problem. It's like it should be
all right. So checking collisions now. Let's see. What have I got in my? You have. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could have slept another hour. Would have been good. Ooh,
Ooh,
red screen and snow. That's weird.
I made a boo-boo.
How is it still rendering even though it's red screened?
Because that's rendered on top, right? It's not. It's the snow catchers that are causing the red screens of the throw.
Oh, okay.
Which is really interesting because I'm like, well, why is this?
Yeah.
Because in the first pass, the renders aren't made. I don't really want to find the render. I want to find the falling. I mean, what I would normally be doing here is let's just change this up a bit. I want the falling snow. We're gonna stretch this out a bit and create a. Interesting. I don't really care about any of that. Number of flakes, don't want to care about that. VSync actually can be in part of this. We're not going to have child directly. Have this not child. Basically, so I can talk about what I'm doing here. What I'm trying to achieve is just to lift up the state. And then that way the elements are getting. So at the moment, the reason why this is happening, so let me explain the reason why it's happening is we're trying to access. Let's see, where am I? Completely lost it. So what's happening right now is we're trying to access the render object tree during the build phase. The way the original code did this, it did the post frame callback. So it's guaranteed the render objects have been generated beforehand. But we want to register this. This should be synchronous, right? There's no reason for this all to not be the way it is, right? So what we need to do is do things at the right level. So this is this context of this widget needs to register itself with a widget, like with the element. Sorry, the element of this tree needs to register with the element of the parent, not the render object, and that's the problem here, right? So we're going to move that state of what surfaces there are up into a new widget, right? So falling snows are just about rendering the snow. Snowfall will contain that state. So in here, this is where I want my list. Now, funny enough, that can also contain the ticket provider state mixing, which should be in here instead, and do all that kind of fun stuff, right? So let's move this out. So basically, we're just adding another level of the UI in here. Number of flakes. Yeah, this. And then snowfall is what's going to go in here. Number of flakes, right? So very similar to the original, but now we've actually got this kind of notion. We've got snowfall surrounding a login screen. Snowfall is the actual thing that we want to find. And we want to register it in here. And then when this changes, then we can then update the falling snow with the new set of surfaces, right? So let's go into falling snow, which is the render object. We want to take this list of surfaces in here and move this out. So again, we're going to take this out. Where am I? In here. So our surfaces are registered in here. And then we can have a, yeah, thank you very much. Will you give me a number register? Thank you very much. Right. When surfaces changes, we obviously need to indicate that has changed to the falling snow. However, we're kind of nice about this. Since it's a map, and we're not going to be. I mean, we can actively change it, and the next time the frame renders, it will have the new map, right? So we can actually pass this map as by reference over to falling snow. So in here, we'll pass over required list.surfaces. And that's going to be passed over into okay, so service gets passed over. Cool. So now this whole register front comes in really easily. So we go down to snow catcher. all we need to do is have this register inside of there. So we can get rid of all of this stuff. And well, I mean, we can keep hold of it. Very similar. Snowball state equals context file as state type. There we go. So now it registers with the parent one. Leave the rest the same. And now it's a case of we get rid of these functions, don't them in here anymore. And we'll have our map of surfaces that is not defined in here. That is passed in. And then we need a setter and getter for it. Thanks very much, AI. Right. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's see what happens. Restart. Hey, they're landing. This is good. And yeah, they start falling through. Okay, cool. Now what we need to do, or what I wanted to do, now I'm going to ask the AI. Let's go back to AI and say, I have made improvements.
Yes.
Now I want it so that once a surface is full, the snow is released and continues. Snow is once the surface is full, the snow, all the snowflakes in the surface are released and continue to fall. And then they have different speeds and rates, so it should look okay. We'll find out. We don't really have like a momentum.
It's not. It looks like it's filling up, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah. Because I haven't told us to do that yet. That's why I'm asking to make the change. At the moment, once the layer fills up, it no longer can receive any more snowflakes. So with this, yeah, it now can. No, whoosh! All 15 snowflakes will be released.
I love it.
Creates a cascading snow effect. Yeah. All right. Let's restart and find out what happens. Wow. I think we have a bug.
We got a blizzard.
Yeah, we have a bug.
That's great.
Okay. Quick. Before it builds up again. Right. Let's go find out. Add. I know what's happening here, but let's.
That's funny.
Freaking blizzard. We do create snowflake here. Let's. Oh my God! Stop! No.
Snowplows.
Okay. Let's stop create snow. Let's see how this looks now. There we go. Look, it kind of. It's interesting that not all the snowflakes fall off the.
That's weird. Maybe do a full restart. Maybe still got some accumulated data. Oh, really? So wow. Where did those initial ones come from then?
No, they do fall. It's just I was expecting all of them to do so. It's almost like. But you know what? This is cool. And we're going to finish it here because we're going to be going for too long otherwise.
Yeah, that's right. I got my there's food with my name on it over there.
Certainly, let me just fix this thing. Right. So if a snowflake falls, we need it to create a new one. However, it's only if a surface is full. But then I guess if it's full, then it falls down the screen. Actually, so we don't need to create new ones because it's always going to be a certain number. Right. Yeah, so maybe we don't need to do it anymore, actually, now I think about it. I guess we can now increase the amount of snow and let's see what happens. So I actually wanted the snow.
Yeah,
I don't know why
one
flickering.
Well, not the flicker again. Right?
I think what's happening here is that we let's have a look at when it's full is when 1 is added, but we're still traversing over the list. So accumulate snow is updating whilst we're traversing over it. We clear it. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. You know what? Someone else can fix it. I think that's me for today. Let's. It was fun. It's. I think it's a context for the. I'm leaving it for the reader.
Yes. Nice. It's exercise for the reader.
Yeah, I think this is like fun for people to play around with. There's a lot more you could do, as people were saying. Like maybe look when it gets focus, it could just say, "Oh, drop all the flakes off." You know, like.
Yep.
There's a lot more you could do with this. Also, there's a flicker here, which also needs to be resolved. And I don't know why we've got a flicker. It would mean that we're getting a bunch that aren't rendering. I was actually wondering if maybe because we're using the same random number generator, if there's actually something going on there. If it's landed, continue. Still need to draw it, surely. Let's get rid of that. I think the whole idea is if it's landed, we don't want it to update the position. We still want it to draw. So if it's not landed, let's just do this. Update its wrap. That should probably stop the flickering. Yay! It stopped the flickering. Ah, so much better.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, and then there's also like when we have a landed position, we're doing this based on a surface, which is great, but actually there's no reason why we shouldn't be looking at snowflakes that are already landed first. So I would probably ask it to, what does it say? Convert landed position back to normalized coordinates. They're all the same anyway. Or should be. Is landed. Yeah, so hang on a second. Yeah, so check collision is checking for the rectangle. What I actually want this to do is check all of the, if the surface isn't full yet, then check all of the snow on the. Let's see if we can get to do that. Let's see if we can get to do it. It might look cool. Okay. It should be a quick one command. No, I've said it now. But let's have a look.
Yep. Well, famous.
I'd like word. I'd like it if let's just say if the surface when we check for collisions, I would like to first check the snow particles, snowflakes in the landed snowflakes for collisions in a surface before the surface itself. So that snow flakes can land on other landed snowflakes. Great idea. Thank you very much. Create more realistic accumulation effects. Yes, it would. Now we can just do a circle. I will see if it does. It updates the collision check function for. This should be able to pass through. Oh, check snowflake collision. Okay, method. We're going to create a new method first. Okay. There we go. Falling flake, landed flake. Horizontal distance, combined radius. Okay. And using the flake size, which is what I wanted it to do. It's basically doing a circle collision check. And we're going to check those first. If surface is full, then it continues. Yeah, because we can't add anything more to that. And then it checks landed on snow. If it's not been landed on snow, then it checks to see if the surface just became full. All right, let's restart, see what happens. Hey.
Yeah, it stacks. I've seen snow on top of other snow. Cool.
So I was thinking about, like, you could change it at the moment we use this is full. You could then go this one step further and chain snowflakes and then have a kind of based on size of weight. So it's only when it reaches like stats a certain amount that it actually starts falling again.
There's a lot you can do.
Yeah, and what's really nice is the AI. I don't have to always thinking and typing, and it just works.
Yep. Straight on.
Which is the bonus. All right, so there you are. I'm going to post that. I think that was fun. I hope everyone had a.
Yep. That was good.
Yeah. Let me post that up on a gist, and then everyone can download it and play around themselves with a bit more with that. That transistor count on the 6502 was actually 4,528. Apparently, I googled it earlier because I was like, it's not 7,000, but it's so little compared to like modern, like what you can do with that chip compared to like, you know, what we have now. And you're like, how? Just the art of good chip design, I guess. Oh, you have to dance like a monkey. You have to keep him guessing. Come on. Sorry, everyone. Just so what we're going to call this? Snowfall. Snowfall.
Sure.
Humpday Q&A, 24th.
Christmas.
November.
Christmas 2025.
Christmas. Bat Chris. That's special. And copy. Pasta. Right. And there it is, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good time and enjoyed that little fun coding session. I think there's a lot more we could do there, but it's that kind of that similar effect, right? But like, you know, it's not. There's also a few things we can do like caching, make it more optimal, and blah blah blah. But you know, it's a first pass. But literally, what was that? An hour? Less than an hour? Just under an hour, I think it was.
Just about.
We done not too bad there. Right.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Maybe
next week. Maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.
Yeah, bye.